yeah. We had to do a little something different, people. We had to start early because we wanted to get to out of the way and get this out of the way. Gentlemen, let's get in here. Let's get in here. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening. Um, Repo, where are you, sir? We gotta bring this guy back. He been to get the gas up. You have to get the gas ready. He got to get the jet plane ready. He's ready to go. Uh, there you go. There you go, son. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. But this time I had to hire some help. Um,
Oh, you
yeah,
got help this time?
yeah, I got some help this time.
Oh, you got some help. Okay.
First and foremost, are you down there in Miami?
You see the beautiful weather. Of course, I'm down here in Miami.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just here to.
okay.
Well, I'm just here to. I'm just here to supervise you from the scene of from the older docks. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the report. It is on a lovely another Monday, another week begins. Gentlemen, y'all know the crew. Y'all know the crew. All of us is here tonight because we got a lot to get to. So let's get it started with the highlight of the weekend, of the week, whichever one you want to call it. So I'll set it up for you guys, and I'll let y'all go one by one. So we had a draft this past weekend. We had a draft this past weekend. Um, we had the usual. We had Cam Ward went to the Titans. That was usual. Then Jacksonville went ahead with the shock and shot the wall and went up and got Travis Hunter. Then then the Giants went ahead and got you know got Abdul Carter, and the first round. What these good. Everybody got good players in first round. Good. But then everybody was wondering, wait a minute, what you doing? Everybody wondering, then Shador didn't get the first round. He didn't get the first round at all. Then second round pass. Nothing happened in the second round. Nothing. Like good player pass, Jalen Miller pass, Jackson Dart pass, Tyler Shook game pass. 2, 3, 4 until the fifth round. This man gets drafted finally. So I will let Can't Get Right go first because usually he don't go first. Can't Get Right.
What's going on?
Your thoughts on Shador being drafted in the fifth round?
I thought it was a bunch of bull crap. I didn't like the way I didn't like the way the NFL did the Sanders family in general. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, I felt like it was a shot at Shador because of his comment that he had said in the post interview going in towards the draft when he said he don't want to play in cold climates and stuff like that. That's number one. But I also felt like it was a shot at Dion because Dion wasn't going to allow him to go to any team. Dion prime method is don't go get the bag. Work hard so the bag comes to you. Meaning that your work will get you paid. Like the same way with him. My whole thing of the matter was I felt like it was a shot on at Prime because he's protecting his child. He's protecting his child for the same way Archie Manning did for Eli. Um, I felt like the way they did Shador was horrible, but I was happy that Shador kept remained in good spirits.
Hmm.
He remained in good spirits. He kept his faith, kept his faith, and he stayed positive. And Cleveland finally came out of that came out. Cleveland finally came out of that hump and took him. That's it.
Rob.
Well, see, the inside pet of me is like saying, I'm glad Cleveland did it because a team called Pittsburgh kind of needed a quarterback at that point, and they just decided to say, you know what, Steelers can't get a quarterback, not the one you want. You should have got it a while back. You never did. So that's the pettiness in me. The realness in me is, of course, I'm feel like David. It's it's the point of the pre-draft was horrible. Pre-draft for the Sanders family was horrible because they should have been more prepared than anybody else because they had the ultimate advantage. You have a father who went through this pre-draft. He was highly picked, and they thought that the same thing that he went through would be the same thing his children went through. Well, sir, here's the problem. When you went in the draft class, that was in '89. I was just born. This is 2025. It's a whole different climate and a whole different society back then than it is now. So it's somewhat both to blame, Dion and Shador, because Dion should have well prepped his kids a lot more since they had the experience, and he thought that the apple won't fall far from the tree. But the problem is, you're not bigger than a shield. The shield will humble you very quickly. And if you don't get your act together, you'll be just like the rest of these players that were fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round draftees. Either they didn't make it through training camp, or they were there for like 2, 3 years,
Got
or even
traded.
and it got traded off, or even worse, just got sent off.
Blackball.
Yeah, sent off and never made it back into the league. So I'm happy that he did get drafted. I'm happy that Shiloh got picked up by Tampa. I think Shiloh right now, out of the two, I think Shiloh has the better chance because of where he's at and what team he's got to deal with and what position he's playing for. He's playing for the other safety spot. He's going to have Antoine Winfield in his backhand. So I think that's going to be a great look for them, and they need another help defensively with this team anyway. So I think that was better look for him going to Tampa. Now, with Shador going to Cleveland, it's still a good look for him because if you look at it, Deshaun Watson is not really going to play as much. You got Joe that's going to start. You're going to have Joe Flacco that's going to start, but we all know about Joe now. Joe, you basically got about 5 to 6 games with him before he started realizing the fact that he's 40 some years old and he can't really play 16, 17 games anymore. So now you're basically fighting for the backup spot, which is Kenny Pickett's job. Now, I was telling her that when it came down to Kenny Pickett, although he's not that good, the fact that he's been in the league for a while and he has a Super Bowl on underneath his back pocket, that's going to give him right now just that slight advantage because Kevin Stefanski is looking to keep his job at all costs. Right now. Yes, yeah, I said just for right now. Yeah. I just said that, sweetheart. Let me go. I just said for right now because we all know that Shador or Dylan Gabriel is the future of this team. They just got to figure out which one of the two can lead this franchise to what they haven't been to since the '70s. So let's just hope that this works out. But I just like I said for Shador, I think you just got a humbling experience. You understand now that the business of the NFL is even deeper than what your father went through years ago. It's different now. It's even more ruthless now because they'll do it.
Mhm.
They'll do
That
it straight to
part.
your face, and they won't even care about it. So Hope you got a humbling experience out of this. Eat your humble pie. Now go put on your shoulder pads and be like Cam Ward. Be nothing about ball.
That's it.
Don't be the lifestyle. The lifestyle will come. It will be there. But football needs to be your priority from now until you retire.
Hmm. Let me put
I'm
it this way.
gonna actually
Oh,
go.
huh? You want to ask you go?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi,
Hey,
What up,
your
Philly?
boss.
y'all. Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
Mm.
So,
Proceed.
full disclosure, I feel like we owe it to people. I ain't been here in a few weeks for real, for real. So, just to kind of just let them know, I'm going to be making more spotlight appearances. And I'm going to be working and hustling hard in the background because we all agree Chefrazzi report is about to go to the very next level. So, I will be working in the background for the next few weeks, and then I'll be back come football season.
Hmm.
But
But
to bring us back to the topic at hand, we're talking
indeed,
we're talking about Shador, correct?
Yes.
indeed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a really extensive conversation on this, and I will just say what I've been saying to the guys, which has been up to no debate. Shador Sanders, like Rob said, and it's a really perplexed situation because you wish that this would have never happened. It shouldn't have happened, right? But it's almost like they did it to themselves in a way. Now I'm taking the politics of the prank call and all of that out of this. Okay, we're not putting
We
that.
ain't got there yet. Don't worry.
We're not even at that point. But let me just highlight 2 points. Now we see Shiloh got signed to Tampa Bay, like he just said. Did y'all also hear simultaneously when he got signed that he fired Prime as his
His
agent
agent.
and that he hired his own agent?
Wow.
He should. Shiloh said it just did not work out. And Shador said he will probably follow in those same steps. They're trying to keep all that money in house. Understandable, because that's what people have been doing, right? We look at people like Lamar Jackson, who just did his contract without an agent. These boys are trying to learn that curve so they can get more money out of their deals. Respect. All
Mm-hmm.
that aside, no disrespect to Shador because his talent does precede him, right? He is very talented. But I
Mm-hmm.
know that I've come on here many times on the Chef Rossi report and said there is a difference between talented and gifted. And Shador is talented, while others like Cam Ward,
I'll
who is
get it.
alternatively talented, that boy has a gift. Boys like Travis Hunter, who played
Get it.
football, basketball, soccer, anything he puts his hand on, baseball, he wins at, gifted, right? Not only like that, not only that, but let's comparables. Cam Ward has a 4.0 GPA.
Mm-hmm.
Smart guy.
Travis Hunter has
IQ and
a
awareness.
4.0 GPA.
Mm-hmm.
They speak well. They talk well. They are media ready. And we have to talk about this aside the football. We got to talk about the business because outside of the game, they have to be ready to talk to the press. They have to be ready to talk to the fans. And when you really look at Shador, he is not media or press ready at all. What does that
Nope.
mean in the long term? That it's going to cost a team money because they're going to have to hire someone to be a social media coach, to be an etiquette coach, to be a coach to teach him how to speak properly to the
Mm-hmm.
press and to the fans. They're also going to have heavier um, press available or heavier and have more money available for them to have more money available to train him, which then becomes another issue. So you're dumping money into the quarterback who is not necessarily the quarterback of right now. He's the quarterback of your future. And how is that practical for in this right here moment when we're trying to be in a win now situation? It's not. Do I think that where they drafted him was right? No. Do I think there was politics, as David would say? Absolutely. Do I feel that his value should have been dropped? Absolutely. In comparison to the others, when you're out here talking about, can I make a rap song and not worried about the game of football? When you're out here worried about your performances and you turn your football clock off, if you a 9 to 5 and at 5:01 your football clock is turned off because you're trying to be at a performance by 6:15 instead of being like a Cam Ward who's there to he's a 9 to 6, he a 9 to 9. And that was the difference between you being draft pick 1, 2, 3 and 144. And I yield my mic.
Lone Wolf, you have to go.
Two rounds too late. 2 rounds too late, Cleveland Browns. If I don't go to the Saints, 3 rounds too late. Because let me face it, let me get it straight. Are you telling me that Tyler Salt or whatever his name is better than Shador? After what I've seen, are you telling me Dylan Gabriel, who got beat down butt rush in the college football playoff to Ohio State, is better than Shador? Are you telling me that? That's why I say 2 rounds too late. Now's a problem like this. Everything you say about Shador from PR is true. He got the skills, yes. The problem I got is Cleveland, if you knew you needed a quarterback, you should have took him in round 3 instead of Dylan Gabriel. I don't know if it was Stephanic call or the GM call. One of the two. Or maybe the owner. One or three. But if you knew you needed a quarterback, you should have took him in round 3. And I'm very disappointed at the Saints because you knew you needed a quarterback because you don't know if David Carr's going to retire or not play. And I'm really disappointed with the Steelers. You're going to rely on hoping that Aaron Rodgers can say, hi, how you doing? I'm ready to play. But now you got Will Howard, which, let's face it, he is not that. He's mediocre. Unless you got a running game for him, Will Howard is not that dude. And let me get on with you, because I'm like this. Rob is one type of person that if I want to take it like this, me personally, I want to take your head, I want to take GM's heads off and head coach's head off. And I'm good at that. And right now, guess what? Mr. Kevin Stephanic, you are all my crosshairs. You and that GM. Because let me inform you something, Mr. Stephanic. You've been on the job for 6 years. Right now, you got 5 quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, you're going to start, like Rob said. Deshaun Watson, Chance Darty may cut him and eat that money. We've been saying that for a long time. They declined the 5th-year option on Kenny Pickett. So I won't be surprised if the Browns cut him or trade him somewhere else. So now you're down to Shador and Dylan. Mr. Stephanic and the GM, you are on my crosshairs right now. And I'm ready to take your head right off because, especially you, Coach Stephanic, this is your 6th year on the job. You're 40-44 overall as a head coach. You made the playoff 2 times in your career.
That's his record.
You only had 1 playoff victory.
That's
in your 6th year. In your 6th, it's going to be your 6th season.
Ooh.
So
Not
guess
even-
what?
And Ali, you know the bad part about it?
I'm
The
sorry.
one victory was by Baker Mayfield.
That was the only 1 victory. So now, guess what's going to happen? You and who was that? What's that dude named Marbury or the GM?
Eric Berry.
Eric Berry. Guess what? You on the same train as Joe Shochin and Brian Gable, and I'm ready to eat you alive. take your head right off. And I'll smile while I do it.
Now, here's my thing with this. Business wise, it was not a bad move to take him in the fifth round. Business wise.
But
I was about to say.
Business wise, it wasn't a bad move because you got to remember they just paid Miles Garrett literally
Uh-huh.
a king's ransom
If they would have took Shador
in the
between
first round,
rounds,
on top of
if
what
they
we
would
got
have
to
took
get.
Shador, if they would have took Shador between round 1 and round 3, between round 1 and round 3, they would have had to pay him 45 mil.
So
Compared to now,
yeah,
he's only gonna get paid 4 mil.
yeah. So
no,
for business wise, it wasn't a bad move to take him in the fifth round because you got to remember they just paid everybody to try to keep this team intact. Because remember, Miles Garrett was about to walk out the door. Outside of that, I don't care what they did. But go ahead, Ali. I just need to throw that one in.
No, you good, my brother. So I gonna be I gonna be a little bit of a devil advocate on this one. But follow me, guys, cause I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna do something I don't really do, but I'm gonna see if you catch on. Now, everybody, follow me on this. So, Deion Sanders is supposed to be loved by the National Football League, correct? He's universally recognized as one of the greatest talents in the National Football League history, right?
Hall of Famer.
yeah,
Gold jacket, first ballot.
yep.
Okay. Now, because of the fact of all of those accolades, Dion, I will give Dion being wrong of what he did. But why would the NFL do that and cause it to his son?
You know why?
I know.
You know
Follow
why
me.
you know why they did
It
that.
was kind of a rhetorical question when he said that, so that's why
No,
I didn't go.
no.
Mm.
So here's my thing, right?
But
You gonna be
they ain't do the mannings like that.
no. They ain't even did my boy. They ain't even did my boys with Brady like that. But I'm gonna have the audacity to do that to the Sandos family, and then you get good for nothing, man, poop. Right? You see this face here? You see this face? Hey, y'all, I need y'all to take a look at this poop. Take a look at this
Mhm.
Let,
poop right there. Do
let
y'all
me
know what
get
this
you.
poop is? Y'all know what this poop is? Let me
Let
tell
me get.
y'all. Hey, let me go closer so everybody can see it on camera.
Oh, I
See
know
that?
who that is.
Oh, no, I
That,
know.
oh, that's the prank. That's the prankster.
Everybody know who he is. But for the people at home that don't know who this poop is, what I point for mass right here, this is the asshole that I need in my court right now.
Proceed. And while you're at, let me get her take his head and get ready to sharpen that knife up. Mm.
Let
Why you doing that?
me tell you something. Let me tell
You
you something about man. Let me tell you something about that.
Oh, time out. Let the chef
know,
go.
you know why? David, get him. Go. On you. I'm gonna stay for last because what I want to say, it might not be, it might be a few words in there that I don't want to do it, but Lord, it pisses me off. David, go.
Yeah. First of all, what I want to say was that I think,
Perform,
I
perform,
think, I
right.
think,
Hey,
I think
yeah,
that was very, yeah. I think that prank thing was very foul. What they did to Shador.
good point.
Never we had a situation like that in the NFL draft. But why would you want to do that to the guy who everybody's talking about? And the messed up part is your father is the defensive coordinator of the organization that Shador father made famous. The first team that drafted Shador father, the
Look at
Falcons.
him. Yep, look
My
at him.
whole my whole thing I say about that was I felt like it wasn't just him. I felt like his father did have some dealings with it. Regardless of anything, there should have been there should have been some repercussions and consequences dealt with that. Because I'm gonna just say capital letters. How TH did did this boy get Shador's number, and it wasn't even on there for nobody to call?
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two, how dare the father try to act like he had nothing to do with it, sir? Your son represents you in the NFL. They have a policy act. They have a policy act, a form of discrimination. That is a form of discrimination, and you, because that's their family, that's your child, that's your kin. You are held accountable for it, but he's not going to be held accountable for it, and we all know why he's not. But let that have been a Steve Wilkos, and that was his son. That was his son that did that. He would got fried. He would got fried hard. I felt what the situation that happened was very unethical. I felt it was very childish and very, very discriminating and disrespectful. Just in general to a person who was really going through it, but he kept his faith and he stayed positive through the whole situation that was going on with the NFL calling themselves trying to stick together against the Sanders family. I blame the Falcons organization. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be crucified right now from the NFL for allowing that to happen, regardless if that was the child was a son of the defensive coordinator. I felt the Falcon organization should be crucified. They should be a damn ashamed of themselves that they allowed that boy to do that. And not only did he just do that to someone, he did that to somebody that put the Falcons on the fucking map when the Falcons was just a regular NFL team. The Falcons was not known until Deion came there. Deion came there, brought all that finesse. He brought all that cockiness, but he had the right to be cocky because he was just that damn good. He put the Falcons on the map right along with Andre Rison. So at the end of the day, I feel that the NFL, if they was fair, that's the key word, fair. If they was fair, they will crucify, and I mean crucify the fucking Falcons for what they did, not only to Shador, but to the main person that put y'all out there. The main person as a Hall of Famer. I think isn't his jersey in Atlanta?
Who, Deion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's even worse. See football. See the NFL, just like all the other sport leagues, they forget one terminology: brotherhood. We are all brothers when we play in this league. Even though, yeah, you might catch a concussion, you might get knocked out for the end of the season because of an injury. But at the end of the day, we are all brothers. Together we stand, divided together we stand, divided we fall. And that's the problem. The problem is the fucking politics of how they do Afro Americans. And I'm saying like it is. Let that have been a Caucasian getting that done too. They ain't do Tom Brady like that. He had to wait 6 rounds to get picked. They ain't do a few of them quarterbacks like that. Why you ain't do one of the guys that got drafted to the Falcons like that? They chose and picked to do who they want because they were trying to ridicule Shador. And that's F word up on that prankster. on his father, who's the defensive coordinator of the Falcons, and the Falcons organization in general. You're all held accountable.
Go ahead.
Y'all all held accountable, but we know ain't saying like it ain't shit gonna happen. Sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
totally understand.
I understand too. Uh-oh.
We tried.
Woo! Oh, we definitely weren't getting monetized, Rob. We wasn't gonna get monetized. He let that one feel tired.
Rob, Rob, tell sis I apologize, but I felt the way
Oh
about that
nah, let me get
situation.
it out the way.
This is
On
low
behalf,
this time.
on behalf of of the Chefrazzi report, on behalf of everybody, the Ubrick family, you can stick that apology and stick it straight up your rear end. I don't want your apology. We don't want your apology. I can care less about your apology. It's not the fact that the way you done it is who you done it to. Okay? Now imagine the role were reversed and Shador Sanders call you did the exact same thing.
He
You
had been
wouldn't like it,
He
would
had
you?
been blackballed. He had been
Yeah,
blackballed from the NFL.
yeah. So, hold on a second. Problem I got is this. He said Jeff Uber didn't know, right? He didn't know
That's what he said.
Nobody said.
that I call cap. You left your stuff wide open. You should have known. You should have known. So, unfortunately for me, I have no respect for the Atlanta Falcons. Well, no, scratch
That's
that.
right.
I don't have no respect for that for the Atlanta Falcons. Well, I don't have respect for the Atlanta Falcons because they should tear that guy a new hole. I have no respect for Jeff Ulbrich. I don't care if you're a good defense coordinator. I have no respect for you because what you should have done is you should have scolded him. But I guess you didn't get a chance to take that boy to the woodshed.
So we gonna do it for you because we gonna put the face full mask. Everybody else was shy. Everybody else was shy talking about Stephen A this morning talking about we're not gonna put the face up this kid. I was
Yeah.
there in my car while I'm working. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna put the picture up, but guess who's gonna do it tonight? We the report gonna do it. We gonna put his face up in full mask because that's what we do. Rob, we put people on blast here. We don't leave nobody out, or everybody gets smoked. Rob on you. Have fun.
Yeah, everybody gets smoked, and I 100% agree with her.
You show no picture of this man. You crazy? We gonna put you out there. Let him see you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with everybody that's saying this. That said what they said about this incident. It wasn't supposed to happen. It's my only issue is this. This was it was already having a bad day as it was, and then you just added more fuel to the fire. So that was already that. That's what really made me more upset than anything because he was waiting on a call, and then you had the nerve to go into your father's file and look at private information that wasn't even meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that already tells me the integrity of what you are as a person. So that right there just already made me upset. Now the father on the other hand, then this is the part that I don't think nobody brought up. This is the former NFL player. So
Mm-hmm.
he knows about the brotherhood and knows how deep it is. So The only reason why I'm showing just and not even that much of a sympathy for him is because the fact that this man is still trying to proceed to try to be a head coach, and his son probably has screwed that up because you got to remember when it comes to this business, it's all about relationships, and if you don't have good relationships where you're at, then you're not going to be able to succeed in anywhere you go. So he's basically he's going to be underneath the fire, like me and
Nah,
Ash was talking about. He's going to be underneath the fire because if this team does not do well, they're going to use this as a way of getting him out of here, and he's going to be out the door.
And
Rob,
one thing you need to know about the
Rob,
National Football League before you continue, guys, is not what have you done. Is what
It's
have you
what he
done
done
for
for
me
me lately.
lately?
Janet
yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah, and David, before you even get into that, if it was any other owner, I would say this. But the one thing about Mr. Blank, he does not care about color. He gets rid of you no matter what. This is the
No,
same.
Mhm.
what I'm saying is that either way, he's still gonna wind up getting a head coaching job.
Not yet. Not no, because you got to understand this right now. You got to understand. We had no idea who the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons was until
Right,
this incident.
right.
Now the first thing they're going to look at you is the first question they're going to ask you is, can we trust you with our information, knowing that your son did what he did? So no, this is not going to be easy for him getting a head job
Think,
because that
Because
right there is
by you allowing your son to get private information, you show that you're not loyal.
exactly
uh,
You're not loyal to the organization.
exactly. So it's going to
think,
take him longer
mhm.
to really get his feet settled when it comes to being a head coach.
think,
Yeah,
think of
I
it
got
as. I'm
I
sorry
got
to
you on
interrupt.
that.
To interrupt. Think of it as a security clearance.
Mhm.
Think of it as a security
Yep,
clearance.
yep.
Mhm.
You right.
If
So
anybody look at that without, and you know you got security clearance, guess gets in trouble? Not only the person that looked at it gets in trouble, you get in trouble for having it wide open.
You know what? I got something better. And I don't mean to bring politics into this but I am. Because I'm a former military man and so is Lone Wolf. Let's put it this way. I'll put it in better terms. You see what Pete Hegseth is doing?
Hmm. Prime example.
Prime
so
example.
so my thing is with him with his son, you're causing a bad image not only for yourself, now you're causing a bad image on your father because this is a former player that is trying to work his way up in the ranks and try to be a coach, and now you're in a limelight. Or you get your dad in the
Let me
limelight
say
for
something.
something he has no business involved
Let
with,
me,
and
Rob,
that's what we know. But my thing, like I said, I think for that, I think we the thing is with him, he doesn't really. Yes, I believe his father has disciplined him about this, but I believe the social media world is doing that for him anyway. Because you
but
got to look,
let me tell you something. Let me
yeah,
tell
you
you
got to look
something.
at it. He goes to Ole Miss, so you're already going to be crucified by that alone, and then let alone there were other pranks going on with other players as well. It's just this one was the highlighted one because out of all the kids that you want to try and pull a prank on,
You
this
did,
is the
The
one that
last one.
and it was the wrong one at the absolute wrong time. So it
man.
happened.
If I'm the Sanders family, man, I would go for their heads.
And
And
that's the thing.
they're
That's the
not
thing.
gonna allow. They're not gonna allow. It's not gonna happen.
That's what I
We
was going to
all
say.
know that.
They're not. That's the thing. The one thing about Dion, he is in the forgive but don't forget stage. He probably in the forget.
Mhm.
Forget. He ain't forgot about it because, like you said, this is the team that he started with. This is the team that he got drafted by. This is the team that got his jersey retired.
It's the team that he
Mhm.
made famous.
And made famous. So don't think for one second he ain't forgot. But like I
Uh-uh.
said, I think now the defensive coordinator is on the clock this year more than ever because
Mhm.
now if
Absolutely.
he doesn't get this team to where it should be, I guarantee you by the end of the year he will not be there, and it will be
Right.
all because of this.
And
Hmm.
Personally, I'm sorry, Alex. Personally, me, if I were Raheem Morris, I'll send him. I'll send him his walking papers right now.
No, you
He
can't do that. You can't do
he
I,
that.
oh yes, I
That would
can.
be no. You
No,
can't do that because then that's discrimination.
no,
That'd
I
be
don't care. I don't
discrimination.
care. If you're going to compromise the team, why? Why should
Guys,
I keep you there?
hold on. Hold on with this real quick.
Mhm.
Remember what the Atlanta Falcons did in the draft? Because we're gonna go address the draft in a minute.
Mhm.
Right.
Keep in mind what Atlanta did in the draft.
Oh
They
yeah,
set it up to pretty much that if he don't get this defense improved, he gonna push himself out the door.
because he
So,
Yeah,
drafted mostly defensive players.
that's what. Is that? I was about to say that. I was about to say that.
so Lone Wolf, don't go ahead and want to fire him now,
Mhm.
because if he don't get that defense right, he
You're
will
gonna
be
be
the
out the
scapegoat.
door.
Mhm.
Yeah, at the end of the season, he will be the scapegoat. So don't worry, tranquilo, calm down, don't get his head yet. Be
You
cool. Let the season play out and see what happens. Now, let's move on. I have a question for you guys. So I will ask you, Rob. I know a lot of guys you followed. A lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people did real good in the draft. But I will ask you, who did, who did, who, okay, who can you say did well in the draft that could possibly, you can't get right if you don't put your hand down? I said
No,
Rob first.
no. I was fixing my t-shirt. Fixing my t-shirt. I'm getting dressed.
Okay.
Getting
Oh,
ready
okay.
for work.
You
Oh,
better
you
continue.
mean it? Go ahead.
Oh,
Next.
better continue. Oh, okay. Now, uh, which team do you think, Rob, did the most to probably make some, like, make the biggest turnaround this year?
now. Now, see, you added a caveat to it. Big turnaround. See, that was the thing. If you just said who just had the best one, the best one for me would be Tampa. I think Tampa had the best draft class out of all of them because they addressed the needs that they needed to get through. Because last year they were pretty good, but they needed a few more things for Baker Mayfield and company to get over the hump. I think drafting Emeka Oguba, that was the biggest steal
That
in
was
the
a good bit.
first
That was
round.
a good bit.
That was the biggest steal because I thought, I mean, I knew he was a first round pick. I thought he would have landed somewhere like a Philadelphia or somewhere lower than that.
So you
But
didn't want him to,
they
you
had
didn't want that.
hands on him. Oh my gosh, the pairing of him, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin is going to be insane. I expect
I
Baker to
agree.
have I expect Baker to have a another 4,000 passing season with this group that he
Mhm.
got now. I don't expect him to have a drop off. Honestly, to me, now I really got Tampa winning the South, and they could make some noise possibly enough if this group stays good and if this team stays healthy enough, they might could make a Super Bowl push. But since you
Mm.
but okay. You saw how they were last year without a third wide receiver. Now you add
Mm.
one and put Chris Godwin back in the slot. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel you.
Okay. Now
Okay.
now to answer the actual question to make a big turnaround,
Mhm.
that means I'm looking at these bottom of the barrel teams and uh the only one that I could say that could make a big turnaround, shoot. Because I was looking at these middle of the pack teams. I wasn't looking at the bottom of the barrel teams that can make a full turnaround. But my
Mm,
but mid teams that can make a big push for me, I would have to say Green Bay. I think Green Bay addressed a lot of issues in the draft, especially since they finally drafted an offensive weapon in the first round in 20.
yeah, right. A good one too. They
Very good.
got two from Texas.
Yeah, they got two of them. So I think Jordan Love, this should be a good year for him, especially with those two guys. I think now the biggest issue is with them is they got a big wide receiving group. They got to cut it down. They're going to have to cut this down. Some of them players are going to have to go. So now Green Bay players that were there last year that wasn't producing. You better figure it out because these young cats come in here and do well with Jordan Love early. Y'all ain't gonna last long.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I get right? Same question.
Ugh. I'm gonna say I say two teams. The first
You'll make
team.
one.
You can only take one. Stop breaking my
Okay,
rules, please.
okay.
Thank
And
you, sir.
if I have to say like from the bottom teams and stuff, I have to say the Giants. I would have to say the Giants. I mean, to get Abdul Carter, Jackson Dirt, oh my God, Cam Scatterboot. That hurt my heart when they got him. I said,
That hurt a lot of
damn.
people.
I was like, damn. The Dallas was two more picks from there. I said, damn. And wait. But when they got Scatterboot, that wasn't just the ending. What killed me was this offensive lineman that's up there. And he's badass. I'm saying like it is. He's badass. Marcus Mabo. A lot of people don't follow college football like that. But let me tell you something about this guy. He played with Purdue. They had in the draft. I don't know if y'all realize it was about 4 offensive linemen who didn't give up no sacks on their quarterbacks for the whole NCAA season. Tyler Booker was one. I ain't gonna go there. I see why my boys picked him up. Okay, that was a thumbs up. The dude that went to the Patriots.
Thank you.
Whatever. Then Marcus Mabo is actually one of them, and he went in the late rounds, and the Giants picked him up. So to add with a Jackson Dirt, a Cam Scatterable, and Abdul Carter, and then they got a nice decent defensive tackle in Darius Alexander. Man, all they picks was 5 stars. Was 4 to 5 stars.
Lone Wolf,
The only one I would say is Darius Alexander. But I will say the other picks, Scatterable, Dirt, Carter, of course, and Marcus Mabo, that was awesome for them. That
Okay.
was awesome.
Okay. Carolina Panthers.
you ain't that wrong.
Carolina Panthers. The minute they picked up McMillan, guess what? Thielen, you go and sit yourself down because they also picked up Jimmy Horn Jr. on top of that.
Yeah.
So you go, Thielen, go ahead and ride the sunset. You'll be okay. But what I love about the Carolina Panthers picks is they mostly pick all defense except for the receiver. I'm glad they picked up a running back.
You are stuck.
Oh, am I stuck?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me come back.
You're back.
You good?
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, Carolina Panthers. I like the pick because they got them an edge rusher and they got a defensive line that stop run. Here's a
Yeah.
team that was bottom 10 in defense, everything from pass rush to stop the run to basically can't stop the pass. And for you to have a safety up top, hoping that J.C. Horn can stay healthy, that will help out the pass. That will help with the pass defense as well. But I like all how the picks picked on there. I'm glad that the owner, even though I don't like him because he don't understand the football, you don't understand the football, how would have picked. But I understand. But I like how he drafted this time, and that gives Xavier Leggett a number 2 receiver. So say hello to McMillan as your number 1 wide receiver. Thielen, you can go ahead and ride the sunset.
Just know he got to speak his language because that language of Leggett is crazy.
And
Yeah.
hey, that's that blue. bluegrass type country.
They gotta get ready. Gotta get ready. Gotta get ready.
Stop.
Let me
No
tell
more
you.
stop.
Yeah,
So I'll
yeah,
let
yeah.
you
Get your
figure
stuff
that
together. You,
out.
you got stuck in and out.
I'll let you figure that out.
I mean,
Um,
I know if you want, my fault, my fault, chef.
yeah, that's all right. You know,
All right, good.
Yeah, no, turn it. There you go.
There you go.
you go. To be honest, I'm not gonna brag. New England.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
honestly, I honestly think wait. Think about it. We needed a weapon. We got the wide receiver from Washington. Great receiver. We
Decent,
needed
yeah.
a run game. We got one of the best from Ohio State. We needed an offensive lineman. We
Got
got
one
the
of the
best
best offensive linemen in the game, in the game this year that passed.
in the
Hmm.
draft. I'm sorry. We had 4 wins last year. With what we just got combined with what we have, if we don't get 8, 9 wins this season, it is a failure. I think New England did a good job drafting. We gonna come. I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs yet, because I think we need one more draft. One more draft.
Did y'all get a running back?
yeah,
I
Henderson.
just told you we got Trey Henderson.
Trayvon Henderson. Right. That's where he went. Okay. I had to make sure that. Yeah.
Like I
Hopewell
said.
zone.
That was nice.
So like I said, I said this is a 3-year process we have. This year too. After next year, we should be ready. We're close, but we ain't there yet. But I anticipate us to win 9 games this year.
Right.
Now, hey, we need to go ahead and talk about the association. And right now, Miami look like they're giving up the towel. They're throwing the towel.
As they should. They should be thankful. They should be thankful that they made it. What's the score?
69-25.
Ah!
And we're only in the second quarter.
Ah!
Hold on a second. Did somebody say it wasn't going to be a sweep?
It's more like a vacuum cleaner. Like the shit. Oh my God.
Rob, I'm gonna help you out for you right now. Just go ahead. You know what?
I've already got. Look, I've already buried them already. We're not
Oh no,
even.
no, you know what?
We're
You
not
know
even
what?
waiting.
I got
Oh
something for
my
you. I
God.
see. Hold on. I got something for
That's
you. I got something for you.
horrible. No,
I got
that's
something for you.
horrible.
Quiet. I got something for you. Fetch me their soul right now. Just go ahead and get on the flight.
Look. I'm already here. I've already got them buried. I didn't even wait. I didn't even wait. Now it says 70-28. Yes.
By the way,
Yes. I've already got them buried.
you already got the berry? Good.
Cleveland.
Nope. Yeah.
Cleveland got their starters out there.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. They gonna let them play till about the third quarter. If it stays like this throughout the third, they're gonna sit them all down in the fourth.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already.
No, I'm going to get it right now.
Oh, and by the way, I got Pat Riley too because his retirement is tonight.
Hold on, I got you.
His retirement. We're not even
Well,
waiting.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, see look, Ashley got the broom already ready to go. This is
It's
embarrassing.
hard. That's horrible.
This is embarrassing. It's bad enough they lost by 27 the last game.
You want to hold that for them?
Now you're about to lose by and Ashley said if you lose by 30, you're just not a respectable organization. Well, guess what? Well, now you're about to lose by 40. You're about to be down by 41 at halftime.
That's sad.
They was about to be losing by 50.
Oh, here you go.
It still can't happen.
Here you go.
They can still lose by 50 tonight.
Just go ahead.
Rule.
Just go ahead.
So
My Lord.
ladies and gentlemen, Boston, why
My lord.
Why Miami even step on the floor tonight?
They're not even trying.
No.
Nah, they was that damn.
Um,
Not to have a score like that at halftime.
Why
Hell
but I
no.
do. But hold on a
Miami
second. Every
overtime to watch this? Why you waste our time? Why would you even step on the floor tonight? Make that make sense.
in return, hey Rob, I got another son for you. I'll give you another. I'll give you a choice. You want to go to New York or Boston?
I'd rather go to Boston. I ain't ready to go to New York yet. You know I got heart. You know my heart is hurt by that right now.
Okay, you can go to Boston. Go and fly to Boston right now. Just go to fly Boston right now.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
send somebody. I'll send somebody to New York. Well, matter of fact, I will send somebody to New York. How about the one next to you?
Born and raised Brooklyn.
Yeah, he can go to New York. I can't go to New
Yeah,
York. You know my
I
heart is
told
broken.
you. Hey, Reaper Corporation is here to hire people, and I come going to Indiana. And as soon as I go to Indiana, I'm gonna shoot back up to Toronto for a
No
reason.
problem. I can do that because I can go to Boston. I'd rather
Yeah,
take the soul anyway.
Boston's yours then.
Okay.
Man.
But yeah, this is just embarrassing to see from the
Yeah,
Heat. I
yeah.
mean,
I'm
this. I
right
mean,
behind
you
that.
can look. I mean, I know y'all not watching the game, but if you can look at Eric Spoelstra's face, it's just so deflating. Like the seats are halfway full, and you know Miami at halftime is normally full right now. It's still halfway empty because they understand the assignment. They know what's going on. They know they're about to get blown out the water.
If they don't know what the fuck going, if they don't know what the hell going on, they about to find out. How about that?
Well, all I can say is when it comes to Miami, you're already on the jet right now. There's no point in me taking you off because you're not going to make a comeback. Just go
Man.
ahead and embrace
Now,
it and get ready. Look, then get ready for the draft. They're not going to have a bad draft pick. It's just you just you just ran through a buzzsaw, and this is why people pick Cleveland to make could possibly make it out of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolutely. I definitely got them coming out the Eastern Conference this year.
They're very capable.
I think the adding of DeAndre Hunter really turned this team all the way around because they were
yeah,
missing that six man that can give them 18 to 20 points if Donovan Mitchell or and mind you, Darius Garland's not even playing tonight. That's the other problem.
And Donovan Mitchell ain't even trying.
No. Don went early. No, he went off early. He had 16 in the first quarter.
Wow.
And after that, guess what we gonna do? So he's gonna sit there, drink his Gatorade, and say, "So where we gonna go out to eat tonight?"
Yeah, because right now the leading scorer is DeAndre Hunter with 18.
So
So Hero said,
Wait. Who's the lead scorer of Miami?
who cares? Who cares?
I do.
I
Jovic.
don't.
Jovic.
Who?
Nikola Jovic.
Oh
The other
Lord.
Jovic. He's got 12.
Oh my God.
so this is
What,
what
they,
Tyler,
what Davion Mitchell got? I actually like him.
Don't care.
He's at 5.
5? Thank
Yep.
you, Dad.
like I said, this is what Tyler Hero said after game 3. We are not going out 4-0.
You okay?
Next series.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Next.
You're right.
Let's go to the other series that's 4-0 right that ended 4-0.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Y'all like my segue?
Yep,
Yep.
Moving.
yep.
Moving on to the next team that is about to experience the same, but that, or should I say, already experience what Miami is about to go through right now. Um, we predicted that the Grizzlies was going to be done, and they end up being done dominantly by Shea Gilchrist and company.
Hold on a second. I said it's Saturday. For what my bloodhound said to y'all is this: fetch me their souls.
And it was
And
good. It was
Yeah.
good going to Memphis too. I enjoy going to Memphis. Now they have some great
Oh, I
barbecue.
said I was in Memphis
Oh,
too.
Yeah,
word. Nashville and Memphis, they do
yes, sir.
got some good
Oh, I
barbecue.
said
Yeah, great.
no, I was in Memphis. It was personal. Well, both of us was in Memphis. I don't care.
Yeah,
Shit, I don't care. But as soon as Memphis was over, I had to shoot up to Ontario, Canada for a reason. That's why I seen you in Miami for a reason. I know you love Miami.
I
But in
do.
any event, come here, Zach Kellerman. Come here, Zach Kellerman.
This guy.
I'm waiting for you, Zach Kellerman. I'm waiting for you at the door. Come on over here.
Now I give Memphis credit. At least they put up a fight more than Miami's doing right now. At least they only lost by 2. They gave
Yeah,
everything they could to OKC, and OKC just told them, "I got SGA and you don't," because he went off on
No,
38 and he just said,
he did. He did.
well, "Y'all not coming back."
no.
So I give Memphis a lot of credit. This is a team literally. If Ja never got hurt and they had their head coach, this probably would be a better series than it should have been. But of course, with both no coach, no Ja, no problem.
Mhm.
The number one seeds are doing what the number one seeds are supposed to do.
Right
Sweep.
for right now.
This is what they're supposed to do. This is what when you get your first round matchup against a bottom feeding team, you're supposed to destroy them. And both of these teams are
Absolutely.
doing exactly what they're supposed to. They're going to have a week off to get rest, get healed, get ready for whoever they get in the second round, and be ready for the real test because that second round is even more deadlier than the first round. So both teams are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, handling business, get a week off, and enjoy themselves.
All I can say to you is this: when that Zach Kellerman come in, I want to talk to you. You and Nico, y'all coming together. I got a spot for y'all right here next to me. Right here next to me. And I'm here for you. I am here for you. I told you I was going to get you. I told you I was going to get you, Nico. Because right now, that's another topic. But somebody about to lose their job sooner rather than later. Next series.
Uh Shockingly, or should I say not shockingly, we have a superstar that is shining before our eyes in Minnesota. In case people don't know, y'all should have known. Ant-Man is a assassin that is out to kill people.
Yeah.
He don't care who you are. He don't care about your accolades.
Coming
That
for you.
that mini Jordan for the last 4 games has honestly, as me as a LeBron lover, has been whooping LeBron and Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, how do you feel Jaden McDaniel outplaying you?
Ooh.
What I told y'all about this series. What I
Hey,
told you about the series.
hey,
Who the X factors?
What the hell?
Who I told y'all is the X factors in the series.
I'm not that. Silence.
Minions.
I
Continue.
said silence. Thank you. He must not want to go in the 2 minute box. Thank you. Now, there is a upset brewing. LeBron, Luca, and the new big man team is on the verge of seeing the Reaper. It can't get right as this series over.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Minnesota Lakers
Is that's what I'm talking about, right?
in six, in six.
Right.
LA will win game five.
You know the bad part about this? I said that same night, I don't trust Luca. I said
Oh,
LeBron hasn't had a LeBron game yet. And the fact that he finally had a LeBron game and they still lost,
yeah, yeah.
that's the part that bothers me.
No,
Game three was a LeBron James game. That man was not missing.
you know what bothers me? You know what bothers me? The trade.
Sir.
Because you gave up your defense. The Lakers gave up their defense. I'm gonna throw.
I'm not worrying about the trade. I worry about what's the problem right
No, no,
now.
no. You're not understanding.
No, I do.
They've been making they've been
I
doing.
understand that, and I get it. But they did this for future, and they're trying to build. The thing is, the issue with the Lakers was they was not expecting to be in the playoffs this good going in. That was not expected. They did not expect it to be the third seed in the West. This was supposed to be honestly. This was supposed to be the reverse. The Lakers were supposed to be six, and Minnesota was really supposed to be third this year. But Minnesota had injuries going on and had his
How you
personal
doing?
issues going on. Then they finally got rid of all that stuff and they gelled at the absolute right time. Let's just call it.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota is gelling at the absolute right time and everybody's healthy at the absolute right time. Luka's playing sick. Braun is 40. Reeves can only do but so much, and Jackson Hayes is not a big. Julius Randle is abusing everybody right now. He has a personal vendetta out against the Lakers because they traded him for Anthony Davis and he got a championship out of it. So every time Julius Randle sees the Lakers, his eyes lit up like a Christmas tree, and he destroys the Lakers almost every time he gets his hands on it. Now
Yeah.
you have that. Plus you got an Ant Man who doesn't really like he just said doesn't care who you are. He's like Randy Orton in the younger days. He's a legend killer right now. He's killing
Yeah.
all these legends that was supposed they are the goats of goats, and he's destroying them one by one. Starting with KD last year, and now going back to Luca and LeBron this year.
You
So
know, I just thought about something.
here's the crazy part about it. He could look. He can go. Look, here's the crazy part about it. He can go in the next round and probably be killing the legend killer of the Golden State Warriors. That could be next. He could go on a
Absolutely.
legend kill spree, and we just don't even notice it. So we
Let me,
again, Ant is just
I got something to say.
he
This
just
is
he
re-
just he's on a
this
different
is
time level when it gets. He's just like he's what a superstar is supposed to be. He's
right.
good. He's good in the regular season, but he's better in the playoffs. And when the light is
Bob.
bright, it's just he just. I mean, the man averaging 40. Like he had 39 the last game, 25
Uh,
the other game, 22 the other game, and 35 on another game. The man does not care who you are. And mind you, he has a personal vendetta with Luca. He knocked him out to get to the
oh,
NBA finals last year. So I
redemption. This is the redemption. This is redemption series.
yeah.
That's why I said, remember, Dallas beat them in six. Minnesota gonna beat the Lakers in six.
Yeah, it's a personal vendetta that he's got right now with Lakers and Luca. So guess what? If they make it out and look, if they win in six, good to you. All I can tell you is this: do not let the Lakers get the seven. If the Lakers get the seven, Ant is in trouble. I'll
Ooh.
tell you that right now.
I
If
ain't gonna
they
say I
get
ain't
to
gonna say
seven,
I ain't gonna say Ant, but I would say the
Uh,
rest of the team is.
no, hear me out, hear me out,
mm,
hear me out. Hear him out, my boy. There's the thing, right? With Ant Man playing so well, right? Can get right with Ant
Uh,
Man playing so well. The last thing you want
All right.
is to give. What is up with his camp?
that's
What
better
fits your
now. It's
team?
better now. He good.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So my thing is the one thing you do not want to do for LeBron team is to let him have any life.
yeah.
Remember, this is one of the few future Hall of Famers that has came back from 3-1 before.
and won a chip. Hmm.
So the worst thing Minnesota can do is to give this man any breathing room. Reaper, is the series over?
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say to you. Y'all did all the breakdown.
Mm-hmm. That's it. It better be done in 6.
yep,
If it gets to 7, Braun turns to a different beast.
yeah.
Next.
No. Let's talk about these Clippers and these Nuggets.
Woo, was a good series.
Hey, I need to talk about last game.
Go for it.
Clippers, Clippers, what was that? Clippers, what was that? What was that tomfoolery last game? What was that?
That's called
Look,
defensive breakdown.
Yeah,
Lone Wolf Hush. Clippers, what was in the second half? In the end of the first half, James Harden, what's wrong with you? Stop flopping. We know that. Calm down. We know. We know. But James Harden, what was it? And Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, for God's sakes, they need you.
yeah.
Keep your hand to yourself. Because look at that. If it wasn't for you, y'all will be down 3-1 right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That too. Yeah. That too. But Aaron Gordon, behave. But other than that, you said Denver season.
Yeah.
Now a best of 3 series. First team, the 2 wins, moves on to fight OKC. Lone Wolf, your thoughts on this series?
As we expected, a grinding series. That's what we expected. Nothing more, nothing less. Is the first team that turned the ball over at the late time, and the first team that will make a mistake will lose the game and possibly lose the series. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Hmm. No question.
I got nothing for this. This has been a
It's,
great
it's gonna be. It's
series.
gonna be. I tell you one thing. Whoever come out of this Denver and Clipper series to play OKC, it's gonna be a hell of a war. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war against OKC. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be easy games because the Clippers can beat OKC just like Denver could beat OKC.
Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, okay, okay. You see how Kawhi's playing right now. The old Kawhi is back, but then when you got like a Norman Powell and Zoo putting up them numbers the way they putting up and stuff like that, they gonna be a force to be reckoned with, man.
Hmm. But this time, OKC got a healthy
The,
Chet
Cl-
Holmgren.
wait. The Clippers got a healthy bench.
So do OKC. They got a bench.
Okay, see, they do.
I'm about to say, don't disrespect them. You know they do.
So
Them both good.
Denver could beat them. Denver has a good bench too.
no, they don't.
No, they're not. No. They're not better than OKC's bench. No.
Not
No,
even
No.
I ain't say
close.
that. I'm not saying that though.
Oh, okay. But I'll tell you this. I don't care who come out of that series. They're getting 8.
Up.
OKC, what? Listen. The one thing you need in the playoffs is 3 things: being hot at the right time, a little bit of luck, and the most important thing, rest.
Yeah.
You let that young blood KC team rested with 2 veteran teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Now, let's move on. Boston.
Mm-mm-mm.
Boston.
No need to say anything.
Nothing.
Oh, it's
Flush down
definitely
the toilet.
over.
Flush down the toilet. Done.
Yeah, it's done.
That's why I say, fetch me their souls.
If Orlando would have won Game 4, I would say something different, but didn't happen, and that's the turning point right there, and that's the game.
Um, let's move on to my favorite series.
I, I,
Mr.
no,
Glenn. Mr. Glenn.
12-25.
Mr. Glenn. Lone Wolf, fix the camera.
Again,
Yeah, it's still stuck. Um, Glenn. I see you. I see you down there. I see you down there. I see you over there, Rob. Mr. Glenn.
1-2-2-5.
Mr. Glenn.
1-2-2-5.
I gotta keep saying it, because it's a hard moment
One,
right now that
two,
we're doing,
one, two, one,
Um,
two, two. Yeah,
we're dealing with
yeah,
a tough
yeah.
moment right now. Are you stuck?
no. I'm
No,
moving.
you're not. Good. Uh, we live in unfortunate times, gentlemen, that we have to talk to Mr. Glenn Doc Rivers. No, whoever did that, I'm putting you in a penalty box. Who did it?
Hey, I like that.
Who did it?
I like that. Hold on a second. No, I like that.
Let me set it up.
I like that.
Let me set it up first. I
You
didn't put you in a penalty box, but then wait.
no. I
All
like
right,
what Rob did.
wait. So Glenn, you got my boy injured. You got Dame Time injured.
Mhm,
And then on top of that, you had Indiana bust your ass again.
mhm.
Now we on game 5. You think any one of us four have y'all winning this series? Or coming back?
I need that. I need that dong. I need that dong.
You
That's
can do it
crazy.
now.
You can do it now.
You can
And
do it now.
Indiana gonna finish the show.
Go ahead.
Listen, fellas, I'm about to head into the plantation. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Love y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Hold on
people.
a second. All right then. We got to time this shit right. There we go.
Flush them down the toilet. Rob, go ahead.
Yeah.
That is the nastiest number two ever. But hey, go ahead, bro.
That's how nasty they got destroyed last night. Good God.
Hmm.
If and the bad part about it is they're like them saying they were down like 10 and 11. It didn't even feel like it. It felt like they were down like 20. And then the 20 ended up being felt like they were down by 30. I like I said, I never liked Milwaukee in the series, and I told y'all from the very beginning, the only way that this team can win the series is if Giannis gets a triple double every game, and I still didn't think it was enough. So it still didn't work out, and it's working just like I thought it would. Now you just add Dame being out for possibly what most of the beginning of the season for next year.
Possibly retirement too.
Hmm.
So now you add that to it. Plus, here come Giannis trade rumors popping up again. So, I mean, what else do you want, Milwaukee? I mean, you tried, you tried. It's just not enough. We just got to let this go. It's just got to set it down. We got to hate to say this. We got to get rid of this team. We got to get rid of the team. It's time to blow it up. You tried. Try to get Giannis a second one. It's just not going to work anymore. We got to start over, and you might as well go ahead and let go of Glenn too, and go ahead and pay three. Go ahead and pay three coaches, and going on a fourth. Start brand new, because obviously Milwaukee ain't going to be it, and this team is getting old. They can't do nothing with the Pistons right now. They're too big, and then when they go small, they're too small.
Um, it's Milwaukee. It's time for you to clean house. You know why you taking Doc Rivers to the unemployment line? Take John Horst with you too. Because ever since you have won a championship, was almost 3 years ago, you have not addressed that bench. And that been the problem with you. It's time to rebuild Milwaukee. Start fresh. Let's face it, Milwaukee. Your window for a championship has officially closed. Hire a new GM and hire a new head coach. And right now, Adrian, what's his name? Adrian, the one that you fired,
Adrian Griffin.
is laughing his ass off. And he's enjoying it.
Ah, boy. Y'all might be losing Giannis. I won't be surprised if they do lose him because it's a very big possibility y'all gonna lose Giannis. And it's gonna suck. Because ain't nobody gonna want to go to Milwaukee because Milwaukee is not a big market. Um, Anywho's. So, NHL.
Yes.
We got a couple series that's over there that's right now 2-2 apiece. I think it's the whole Western Conference.
That is correct.
Okay, take it away, buddy.
Jets and Blues. You still confident about y'all pick?
What? I don't even know what the hell that they're doing 2-2-4 now anyway. I don't understand it. Nah, not gonna go 7 now. Who gonna win? I don't know.
Start. Yep. So my thing
Them
is,
two, them 2-2 games. One thing about hockey, them 2-2 games can go either way for anybody.
and
You just need one game just to get right. So right now, favorites might not be looking so favored.
especially down in the Western Conference. Right now, Jets and Blues are 2-2. And that little the presidential trophy is rearing its little ugly head a little bit.
Yeah, looking like the Curse want to come back. um, Give me another series.
Stars and Avalanche is
Oh,
at 2-2.
I think I had the Avalanche, right?
Yeah, the Avalanche is 6.
That going 7 now.
And I know I had the Stars at 7.
Yeah, you can cancel that one. The other series with the with my Oilers, I don't know what is that doing too, but look like the Kings sick and tired.
I'm glad because Leon Giseli has saved their ass again in overtime. Now it's not the best of 3. Headed back to LA. I still believe in
Nah,
the Oilers.
I do too.
And the
Rob
Golden
again.
Knight and the Golden Knights, wow, to me, that's like a
What
boring matchup for real.
I was
what you
gonna
got?
say that's been boring all throughout this series.
That's been boring for real. I go to sleep on that series, so it's
Which
not
one?
that stupid. Golden Knights and Wild.
Oh, not entertained. I
No,
don't know
not
what that
entertaining.
doing. I don't know what that doing too anyway. But hey,
I think it's also because they're the late game, so it's kind of like you don't really get up to see that matchup.
I ain't
No,
staying up. I ain't staying up no 12 o'clock in the morning. No 12 o'clock when I gotta be at work at 5 a.m. No,
Nah,
nah,
let's
I
go
ain't
to
with that.
let's go to the East. 'Cause the East is more fun than the West, really. Right now, we have a game going on in Florida, and the Lightning is leading 2-1 scoring wise, but Florida leads the series 2-1. And right now, it's early third period.
No, the Lightning should be able to win this. I mean, the Lightning should be able to close it off. But I mean, I had them in 6, so they should be alright.
And now we go to the ones. Pass is on the verge of seeing me. Starting in the Battle of Ontario, which I will be there tomorrow after the Indiana game. Maple Leafs and to the Senators. You think it's over?
The Maple Leaf is up, right?
Maple Leafs up 3-1. Is it over tomorrow?
Should be.
we're back in Toronto.
Yep.
Yeah, we're done.
Should be.
Well, go ahead and do this.
Yeah, I yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe that series is done and over with. I don't. The fact that I think they just wanted to get one game in front of their home fans just to say they didn't get blown out, but I'd rather them get blown out in Toronto than get passed in Ottawa. So sorry.
Yep. Then we head down to Carolina for game 5. I think that's probably tomorrow too. It is tomorrow, April 29th. I don't know, Rob, but it's that time. It's that time, Rob.
Y'all finally gonna win a series.
No, they're about to lose the series.
No, we're out of here. Oh, we're out of here.
Carolina's up 3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll change that.
Yep.
I guess y'all go.
Stop the cap. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it to him. You know I can't do it to him, but I know it's coming. But I can't do it. I'm not going to accept it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Stop the cap. Not doing it. I know it's coming, but it's not happening right now. No.
Too bad, boy. I think that's what's good about to happen for y'all, though. Y'all about to be done then. Yeah.
And last but not least, see, the Montreal Canadiens thought they had us on the rope until we score four unanswered goals on their asses yesterday. So game five going back Wednesday in DC.
No need for discussion. Bands will make him dance. Ovechkin will put him to bed. That's done. They won't do. They won't do that to him. They will not do that to him. No, no, no. Alex Ovechkin is trying to make history. He's trying to be recognized, and he's already in the conversation with Gretzky and Yeager and them boys. He's trying to be above them. He's trying to get two of them things. Hey, they going.
Yep.
Yeah,
Montreal.
plus, two, and get their soul where y'all at. That's done. Now, uh look how we cover things down an hour and a half. Rob, take me home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take me home. So gentlemen, we about to go back to go watch this NBA playoffs. We got like, I think there's like what, two more games on tonight.
One more game on tonight. Let's go to State and Houston.
Oh, oh,
Golden State's up 2-1.
honestly, I think Golden State got this because I don't trust Jalen Green. And to be honest, Jalen Green might be playing himself out of Houston. Your final thoughts?
I got Golden State tonight. I think Jimmy Butler coming back, getting the pressure off of Draymond with the assists and rebounding. Steph being Steph. We should be going to Houston down 3-1. And we'll be getting ready to make a trip to Houston.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Lord, what you got tonight? Golden State or Houston?
Golden State is going to win the game. And when we get down to Houston, guess what I'm going to do to you? Get out to you, Houston.
It's coming for souls. I ain't going to make that trip. I want to go back to Houston.
I have to agree because one thing Steph Curry like to do is to embarrass people and send them home on the road. So as long as Jimmy Butler's at least 70%, I think Golden State will be alright tonight. I think they'll win it in. I think they'll win it in five. But I won't be surprised if Houston get one more gas for air to try and take it back to Golden State, and then Curry might finish it in six. But we're about to get out of here. Y'all have a blessed week. Rob Lopez and yours truly. We out. Peace.